if you are watching this video, then you're watching this video. I am not for everybody, okay? I am not for everybody. And I definitely am not for the weak. And what I mean by that is, I did lose a few more subscribers. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm totally okay with that. Now, I know a lot of people will probably say, maybe you need to switch up. Maybe you need to do something different. I've been told, you know, the background needs to change. I've been told maybe I'm not as consistent. And, you know, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know what? I'm totally fine with that. Why? Because this content that I make is not for everybody. Not everybody is going to resonate with what I say, and not everybody is going to agree with what I say, and that's totally fine. I have stepped into a new version of myself as to where I no longer am looking towards the outside for validation to tell me whether or not the content that I'm creating is good enough. I used to want to create content based off of what other people wanted and based off of my fan base, but in reality, I no longer want to do that. I want to make content based off of what I want and the content that I speak of. Now, I will tell you guys, I will try to post every day. I will start to do that a little bit more. I only post Wednesday through Fridays is because I work Friday through Monday. And when I get off of work, I just rest, you know. And I do catch the train to work sometimes. So my sleep pattern is off, you know. But yeah, I'm not for everybody because I feel like my content, it's not, it stands out. It's very different. And I refuse to let anything stop me from, you know, continuing to pursue my goals. There's a lot of people I have lost. I have lost friends. I no longer talk to certain individuals, or, you know, certain things happen. And now I'm just okay with it. And the reason I'm okay with it is because I'm unbothered. Now, I know what you guys might be thinking. Why are you speaking on this? I spoke on this before. And I just recently lost another subscriber. Honestly, there's a lot of things that happen in, you know, in life. We get to a point when we're trying so hard to, you know, do something, or, you know, when we're changing or reinventing ourselves and we're making new choices every day and we start to heal, we have bumps in the road, and those bumps are going to test us. And it's whether we're going to allow it to bring us down or we're going to continue to move forward and break out of that negative mindset, that negative perspective. And just like that chain, that same chain effect that everybody's in. Oh, I tried this, I'm going to give up. I don't give up. That is not the person I am. I am a very resilient woman, and I'm always going to get back on the ball. So I've stepped into this new era of myself. There's so many people that will say, you know, I've been through it, okay? And with me being on my manifesting journey, I want to let you guys know now that if you're manifesting something and if you're close to giving up, please don't do it. It is not worth it because it's really right there. First off, you are worthy of the things that you want. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if you lose clientele, if your business is not going the way you want it to. Don't let that affect you to where you lose sight of your vision. You have to remain persistent because persistence is key, right? And the one thing that we do is we allow these tiny obstacles to stop us and to tell us like, hey, look, man, it's not for you. You cannot do this. Just stop, just give up and go back into that negative pattern. There's been a few days where I have been tested. I have been tested a lot, actually. And I'm just like at the point of, I really don't give no fucks. Like, I'm just gonna keep it $1.50. I really don't care. And the only reason is because I know that my videos, they're not ordinary. I'm extraordinary. There's a difference. My videos are going to either change your life, they're going to either make you reflect, or they're going to speak purpose over your life, okay? Because when I speak, this is coming from heart. This is coming from the heart, within my soul, within the spirit of who I am. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am as an individual. And I'm always going to be authentic. It doesn't matter, okay? Now, I know myself, I haven't been as consistent with my content because there has been a lot of things that have happened. But that was before. This is now. And because I've decided to step into this new version of me, I've shifted my identity completely. So when I know that I want something, and I know that this is exactly what I want, nothing and nobody will get in the way of what I want. Because at the end of the day, I know who I am, right? And that's what I want my audience to know. I want you guys to know who you are. And there's a lot of there, and sometimes when God is preparing us, when God is preparing us, when the universe is preparing us, there's going to be times where there's going to be those little doubts that might creep back in and might tell you, you know what, man, you can't do this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can handle this business. I don't think this is enough. I just think you should quit. We're not quitters on the daily dose of Alizé. We don't quit. We keep moving forward. Okay? So I don't care if you're doing music and no one's listening to it. People might say you suck. Who cares about what they say? I don't care if you out here making music, you out here making beats. If you know what I'm saying, you know you're good at beats. People might say, oh man, that, you know, people might talk. Let them talk. Let them do and let them say what they want to say. This is your time to shine. Because even when people aren't clapping for you, you know who's clapping for you? God is clapping for you. Your guides are clapping for you. Your ancestors are clapping for you. You feel me? So I believe that. My ancestors got me. You know what I'm saying? They got me. And they're making room for other people who actually do resonate and actually do relate to me relate to the topics that I'm talking about. Because I'm the student in life. I am not the teacher. Every single day I am learning something new. Every single day I am putting myself to the test to become a better woman. Each and every day I am doing things and implementing new ideas so that way I can use those ideas. When I utilize them, I can share them with the rest of the world. It is not going to be easy. There's going to be days. There's going to be moments where I might feel like, is it working? There's going to be times where I feel like I can't do this. But the reason I keep going is because the spirit of my grandmother, okay? And from the one above. Because let's be honest, I've been told that I was never going to amount to anything. But I have came a very long way from where I used to be. I have came a very long way, and I am very proud of myself. And I want you guys to be proud of yourselves too. Because you are not the same person you were yesterday. You are not the same individual you were a few years ago. I don't care what you've been through. The only thing I care about is what you're doing at this moment to make sure that every single day counts. Because every single day you wake up, that is another day for you to make it better. That is another time. That's God saying you have another chance to do something great with your life. I want to see what you can do. I want to see my children rise. I want to see them I want to see them start to go after their passions and get more creative. I want them to find out who they really are and what they're meant to actually do. We're all put here for a reason. Our purposes are different from each other. Just because that person's path is different from yours. Okay, you might look at somebody on social media and be like, damn, I wish I was there. But don't focus on that because you don't know what that person had to go through. You don't know. Just because they show all the chains and they showing the money and they showing all this, you don't know what they had to go through to get to where they wanted to be. And life is always going to test you. But it is your faith that is going to push you. It is your faith that is going to always, and it's not even just your faith. It is your why. Your why has to be bigger than life itself. It's not just, oh, I want to do this because I want to be rich. Okay? That's not enough. What is your why? Is it for your kids? Is it for your family? Is it for your future self? Who is it for? And that's why I want to let y'all know. When you come to this channel, we gonna grow. And we're always growing and we're always blossoming. I blossom behind the scenes. I don't need an audience. Peace.